Hi, I'm Will Shafroth with the National Park Foundation, and I'm joined by Michael Happe, President and CEO of Winnebago Industries. Mike, thanks for agreeing to spend some time with me to discuss Winnebago's commitment to national parks and the partnership with the National Park Foundation.
Yeah, you're welcome, Will. Good to be here.
Good. So tell me, Mike, do you have a favorite national park or a favorite place in a national park?
Well, I'm sure, as you know, that's a hard question because there's so many great sites around the country. I grew up in Northwest Iowa and traveled, mostly growing up in the Midwest. And so, amongst the parks and trails and monuments, I have a couple close to my hometown. The Lewis and Clark Trail is an example of one that winds through a lot of states. I remember going camping in the Badlands out in South Dakota as a youngster, but I particularly like the historic sites. Presidio out in San Francisco is a tremendous old, historic, park. I love the feel of, the Gettysburg Monument, and so there's so many sites and parks, as you know, Will, that really can strike people in their own genuine way. So I tend to not particularly have a favorite, but many on the list. I think very few people realize just the variety and the number of just tremendous outdoor places that are wrapped in that portfolio, and we're just thrilled here at Winnebago Industries to have a partnership with the National Park Foundation and be able to increase exposure, but hopefully best case utilization and experience, the experiential value of the national park system.
Yeah, 419 to be precise in terms of the number of total units in the park system. And I'm, this is what I do for a living. I've still been to less than 150, I think. So the bucket list has still got a long way to go. Listen, I know that you know this, Mike, but the National Park Foundation and Winnebago Industries kicked off our partnership in 2019. But the company's connection to parks started long before that. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Yeah, Winnebago Industries was founded back in 1958. And as Will, I hope you know, and many others, that, our brand name is really synonymous with, not just, the recreational vehicle lifestyle, but really exploring in general. And we're one of the early pioneers of that mobility lifestyle where obviously people gathered with family and close friends and left town.
So a big part of our work together has focused on the Find Your Park Encuentra tu Parque campaign, which aims to help inspire all people to find their park from the 400 plus sites across the country. So tell us a bit about how Winnebago Industries and Winnebago brand have brought that to life and help people to find their own unique connection to the parks.
Yeah, I think we were particularly excited about this program when we began discussing a partnership. And as you mentioned earlier, very few people recognize just how many parks and sites and monuments and trails and seashores there are that fall under the national park system, and just the history around each of them and just the tremendous beauty. And so when we were discussing, the early scope of our partnership, the team said, man, this would be a great opportunity for Winnebago to maybe have a unique role in helping broaden exposure. And so, hashtag Parks Less Traveled is just it's a way for people to find something maybe closer to home that they didn't realize was there, or maybe they want something a little bit more untraditional. And so we're excited about that. And Will, we were so excited that we even worked to create a limited edition Winnebago RV, the Travado National Park model, Class B van was really hatched out of our program partnership here. And we even have a vehicle that you can use to go visit the national parks and all the different sites as well. And so we became very excited about it and created a limited edition product that has subsequently sold out. Each of the first 2 years, last year was 2019, the first year, 2020, the second year, and we're sold out again this year. So, we're so excited to, support that program, but we're also excited to introduce a a new model in partnership with the national parks. We're all about connecting people with the outdoors, and we can't think of a better partner than the National Park Foundation and the National Park Service to work with to allow people to create extraordinary experiences in the outdoors and just experience everything this country has to offer us.
And I'm really excited about the aspect of our work together through our Open Outdoors for Kids program, and really creating the next generation of park champions, so that young people are connected to our national parks through meaningful, educational, and engaging activities. Open Outdoors for Kids, as you know, puts nature at the fingertips of today's youth through in-person and in-classroom experiences. And so, say a bit more about why this program is so important for your company.
Well, we really want to create, lifelong advocates for our brands, and we just don't necessarily mean that, if you start camping at age 45, that you'll be with us for the rest of your life. That's true, but really we want to get our youth and our young kids engaged in the outdoors early in their lifetime, so that they can appreciate those great spaces, and then again prioritize from a recreational or leisure standpoint spending time in the outdoors as they grow up and have families of their own. And so the program that you just mentioned is another one that we're very excited to partner on with the National Park Foundation. Winnebago Industries has our own foundation, and we have a number of different sort of pillars of giving within that, and one is the outdoors, and a lot of our effort within that pillar is about getting people engaged in the outdoors, and particularly youth, but also potentially people with physical or mental disabilities. So we're excited about the partnership and seeing more kids in the outdoors.
Mike, tell me about, what are you most excited about on the horizon for Winnebago Industries?
Well, I'm excited about marrying the innovation that we can bring in our products with great outdoor experiences. We want to apply some of the latest technology available in a very environmentally friendly way, so that people have tremendous experiences outdoors. I would say the other thing we're especially excited about in the summer of 2020 during these uncertain pandemic times is we want to get people back outdoors. We have a new marketing campaign around the Winnebago brand about being on the road again. And many people harken back to, that familiar tune and are sharing their own renditions and versions of it. But we want to get people back on the road again in the summer of 2020 with family, with friends, in a safe way, and we want them to experience the national park system as they do that. These are interesting times, but in many ways they're exciting times, for us in the outdoor industry, because we believe that we can help people, heal, reconnect, with family and friends, and find a new normal.
I think it's a brilliant song to pick, and it's a great opportunity for you to really highlight and showcase what Winnebago Industries brings to the table here. So anything else that's on your mind about parks or our partnership that you'd like to share today, Mike?
My final message, I guess, would be to encourage people to get outside. I'd encourage people to find one of those 400 plus National Park Service sites to go visit and learn something about history, learn something about nature. And just enjoy that with close family and friends, and we certainly at our company have some products that if they choose they can make those trips in and utilize. But more importantly, we just want people to get outdoors and create great experiences. Thanks, Will, for the opportunity to have the partnership with the National Park Foundation, and we look forward to years of doing that.
Great, Mike. And let me just close by expressing our gratitude for Winnebago Industries for being such an important contributor and partner to the national park story and all the communities of people that they serve. It's a great time for us to be in this partnership, I think, and we really appreciate all that you personally have done and your teams have done to make that happen. And finally, thanks for this great conversation. For all of you out there in the listening public, for more information on our work together, visit nationalparks.org. Thanks again, Mike.
Thanks, Will.